Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's finally that time of the year where, honestly, it was really hard narrowing down my top 10 series of the year. Some very hard choices and exceptions have had to be made for me to get to this list. I'm very excited to talk a bit about the series, show you guys what I've watched, what I highly recommend, and also a surprise after the list with a series that hurt me. It hurt me quite a lot, and also some bonus honorable mentions, of course. But before we get to the list, I want to have a quick word from our sponsor. I'm joking, just a short disclaimer, just to give you some thoughts about how I went with the series, my criterias and stuff like that. This is a very personal list based on my own taste and series I consider I enjoyed quite a lot, and I would like for you guys to at least check out some of them you probably have seen. I also kept the sequels very low. I tried to narrow down so many sequels because we had quite a lot this year. So I only have very few sequels in the list. Some of them had to be put in honorable mentions, some even excluded, because I wanted to showcase some of the newest series, some of them that stood out, and of course sequels. Some were good, some were bad, but and also this is very personal list. I know some of you might not agree with it. That's okay. Also have the comments down below if you get mad at me because I didn't have your list, your series on the list, or it wasn't highly placed. Let me know down in the comments below. Get angry at me, please comment down there. Or maybe you agree, who knows, it's the internet, anything can happen, but probably not, let's be honest, that's never gonna happen. But yeah, overall, like I said, it was very hard to narrow this down, so let's get it into it. So we start with number 10, and honestly this series could have been higher. It's really good, entertaining, keeps you hooked, but in my own opinion, the weakest link of the series is the main character. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate the main character, but it feels like the other characters, especially Draken and Mikey, kind of steal the show every time they're on screen. The main character also has his moments, but the other cast just push the series much better forward. And I really can't wait for second season, especially after that cliffhanger. But overall, Tokyo Revengers is a very entertaining series, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. Some hype moments into it. I'm also curious, how did you feel about the cast of characters? Do you agree with what I said about the main character and the other cast? So this was number 10. Now, for our next series at number 9, it has to go to an original series, Vivi Fluoride's Ice song, from the same creator as ReZero, that got me quite hooked, and it looked amazing, especially the eyes. I feel like they put a lot of budget from the animation into the eyes. And I liked, like, it was a self-contained story. We got a pretty good ending, kind of reminded me a bit of Akudama Drive, both series amazing. This one was quite fun, and you guys know I like ReZero quite a lot, and I was happy to see more works from the same creator. I highly recommend Vivi Fluoride's Ice song, and I liked that they didn't want to do a second season, even though they probably could have made some story shenanigans happen. Just keep the story contained. It was amazing. Even the songs, it's a very musical focused series in a way. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys thought about Vivi, and have you seen it? If not, please do at least give it a try, especially the first 2 episodes. Now we are at number 8, and this one being Eden's Zero from Hiro Mashima, the same creator as Fairy Tail, which maybe some of you know I love Fairy Tail despite all of its issues. This one we had quite an elevated in a way Eden's Zero, even though they reused the character designs for a lot of characters. We had some small cameos from the Fairy Tail characters. Was still quite entertaining for me. I had a lot of fun with it. I want more actually. The story kept getting a bit better from what I heard from the source material readers. Even they are praising it, especially compared to Fairy Tail, and it ended on an interesting note. But yeah, Eden Zero. Have you guys seen it? I'm curious what you thought about it, especially in comparison with Fairy Tail. Now, number 7 has to be Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy, and as some of you know, I like isekai quite a lot, even though isekai is kind of frowned upon in the anime community in general. This one reminded me so much of Slime, but in a different way. Same, but different. And it was quite fun, especially the first episode with that remark the goddess said to our main character. I felt that one personally. And I know his feelings, so to say. But still, we're also getting more Tsukimichi. I'm quite happy about it. I love isekai. What can I say? Please, if you're gonna try an isekai, try Tsukimichi from the new ones. As for the next series, it has to go to Odd Taxi, which I feel is probably gonna be way higher on other lists. And don't get me wrong, it deserves a lot of praise. This series is amazing. So many twists, turn, especially the ending. But for me, I'm gonna be honest here, I figured out the main gimmick of the series from one question in early episode 1. I'm not gonna give it away, but please do watch Odd Taxi. It's amazing, self-contained story. Kind of want to get more, especially after that ending, and they put a lot of love, care and attention into this series, because after every episode there were some audiobooks kind of expanding a bit more on what the characters were doing, and so many details. The more attention you pay to this series, the more you are gonna enjoy it. It's one of those series where you have to be engaged and properly look at it, all of the details. Please do check out Odd Taxi. At number 5 has to be Vanitas no Carte, or the case study of Vanitas. It was one of the series I had so much fun thanks to the characters, their shenanigans. It looked gorgeous, the aesthetic, so many interactions between our two main characters. I'm so happy we're getting more Vanitas. I even covered it in videos if you guys want to check those out, as quite a few series. When Vanitas kind of surprised me, I didn't expect it to be this much fun, and also it got very serious and gruesome into some episode. Please do check out Vanitas, mainly because of the characters. The two main characters, the shenanigans they get up to, kept me hooked week to week. As for the next one, it has to be 86, which honestly I love. It's so good. More people need to watch 86, but unfortunately in the second part or second core it had some production issues. Now with the two last episodes we're gonna have to wait until March to get them, but please do check out 86. It's amazing. It's like they combined Iron-Blooded Orphans, Attack on Titan, and Fusion Dance. They created something great. And Lina, best waifu. Lina has to be best waifu from this season. I really want more 86. It's amazing. The sceneries, the plot, the characters, how serious it is, the funny moments. Frederica also being awesome every time she's on screen. I hope you guys check out 86, and hopefully we're gonna get more or an announcement after the last 2 episodes. No more production issues, and the animators deserve some love for this amazing series. Now we are getting up there at number 3, and we finally have a sequel, in this case being the sequel that came out of nowhere. I don't think anybody was expecting this series, myself included. I really wasn't expecting this series after season 1 just being amazing with Megalobox. We had Megalobox season 2 or Nomad. Wow, just wow, this series was breathtaking, honestly. I wanted just every episode, I couldn't wait. Next week, give me next one, give me next one. Come on, come on. It dealt with some heavy stuff, especially in the beginning parts of the series. The characters also came together. Just, I don't know how they pulled it off. The sequel that we didn't know we needed, but thankfully we got it. It was amazing. It got me very emotional. So some great moments, some lessons also from the series, and we got to a satisfying ending, even though I had some thoughts on it. If you want to check out that video, but yeah, please do watch Megalobox, and if you have seen season 1, please check out season 2. It's a work of art. And now at number 2, it has to be Attack on Titan. Final season just blew it away, figuratively and literally in so many scenes. The conversations that were happening there, the overarching plan, the reveals, the time skip, the new designs, the new Titans we got introduced. One of the most hated characters showed up in the series. The plot finally moving forward with the world. We got so many things happening in this season. The hype moments, just amazing. Attack on Titan again. But my biggest gripe with the series has to be that they split it into final season, but hey, we're gonna split it into parts. I can't wait. Give me now part 2. We're gonna have to wait a bit more for the second part. Hopefully there's not gonna be a part 3. I'm looking at you. Please, no part 3. Let's get to that ending. But yeah, Attack on Titan is amazing. I'm sure most of you have watched it, especially the final season, part 1. So, we are finally at number 1. The best or my favorite series from this year, and probably one of my best series overall has to go to Mushoku Tensei or Jobless Reincarnation. This series and the love, the care they put into adapting the source material. Studio Bind did beyond an amazing job with this series. The looks, the art style, the soundtrack, the aesthetics. Wow, just how can this series be so good? I remember I started a bit late with the series in part 1, and I binged, I think, all of the episodes, or at least 8 or 9 until the latest one aired, and just couldn't take my eyes off of it. Just, this was my look the entire time, just looking there, being lost into the world. Just, when was the last time you watched an anime and you just forgot about everything, got immersed into the world building, the characters, everything? Just blew it out of the water, out of, wow, I can't give it enough praise. And now we finally ended part 2, and yeah, again, I don't know, it kept getting better and better. Emotional, action wise, especially that turning point. I don't want to go into spoilers. Please do watch Mushoku Tensei. It has been amazing. Hopefully we're gonna get more. Please do get more, especially since Studio Bind was created for this purpose, to adapt Mushoku Tensei. But as of this video, we don't have an announcement for a continuation of Mushoku Tensei. It's probably gonna happen, I really hope, because I need my Mushoku Tensei fix. Please, please give it to me. Now, the thing about this series, it also has a controversy surrounding it because of the main characters. The main character, Rudy. I really don't want to get into that topic. It's been debated to death from both sides. Please, at least watch Mushoku Tensei and see where you land, or however that affects you with the series. But yeah, for me, this has to be anime of the year, way above everything else. Nothing comes even close with how much praise and good this series has been. I'm curious what you guys think about the series. Have you watched it? Do you plan on watching it? How do you feel comparing it to other series? Let me know down in the comments below. I really wanna see what you guys think about Mushoku Tensei in general. But yeah, it's been a year to say the least, and we have anime of the year, Mushoku Tensei. What an year it has been. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it was hard, really hard, and so many tough choices had to be made, at least from my part, to narrow down the list. And I'm gonna have quite a few in honorable mentions. Like I said, also wanted to keep the sequel count in the list quite low to get you guys to check out some of the new series. But yeah, the honorable mentions from this year have to go to Slime Season 2. You guys know I love Slime a lot, and it's been so many hype moments into it. Also in Dr. Stone Wars, it was quite fun and entertaining yet again, and we're getting more. Thank you. As for another one, has to go to JoJo Part 6. Jolene is great. I'm sure everybody pretty much knows JoJo, and this one has been amazing, and we are only starting. Also, Iruma-kun Season 2, again, wholesome, fun. If you guys haven't watched Iruma, please check it out. Some of the newer ones have to be Faraway Paladin, kind of a bit watching Dark Souls, the anime, in a way, to your eternity. Again, an amazing series, even though in the middle it slowed down a bit and then it picked up again. Hopefully we're gonna get more of it. The one series that caught my eye also has to be the Ida 10 Deities Only Know piece, especially the art style and how graphic it got. Again, another one which I hope we are gonna get more. Who knows if that's gonna happen. Now we have one of those light novel long series which I'm probably not gonna pronounce correctly. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated into another world as an aristocrat. That's a mouthful, honestly. Light novel all the way to Narnia. It's been fun also, but hey, my guilty pleasures. I like Isekai series. Also another one, I'm a spider, so what? Pretty fun, reminded me a bit about Slime, but unfortunately towards the end, the last episodes, oof, those one hurt to watch. Production issues is an understatement with CGI. I hope we're gonna get more, but I honestly don't know if it's gonna happen. But again, a fun series, and the one that could have been into the top 10, but I kind of considered it a bit more part of 2020, has to be ReZero. Part 1 of Season 2 started in 2020, and then we had the second core, Part 2, in 2021, and it was amazing. So good. They even stopped in some episodes, we didn't have any opening endings, just to give us a lot more content from ReZero. But I'm sure you guys know I love ReZero a lot. It's one of my favorite series, and they did an amazing job with Season 2, which hopefully we are gonna get more because I love ReZero. But yeah, these were the honorable mentions, some hard choices. I love so many series, had to narrow it down. I'm curious if you guys checked on any of the series from the honorable mentions. Do you think some of them should have been in the top 10 list, reverse them a bit? I'm curious how you feel about the honorable mentions. Now, this year I also have an exception of a series that didn't make it into honorable mention and the list also, but from what I've heard, it's an amazing series, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to check it out, to watch it properly, because it's still airing. I had so many series, so many things to deal with, and I wanted to keep this one until it finishes airing and binge watch it. So it's gonna be my sleeper series for the year. I'm curious what you guys think about it. I'm sure some of you or most of you have watched it, and let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about Ranking of Kings? And are you mad at me? I didn't watch it properly. I swear I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts at least. Maybe on Twitter. Make sure you follow my Twitter also. But yeah, this was my biggest exception from the year. And now, it hurts me literally to say this, my biggest disappointment, frustration, anger with a series from this year has to go to Promise Neverland season 2. Just a complete abomination. I'm sure there have been maybe worst series from different point of views, but this one hurt me a lot because season 1 was so good and so many people watched it, gave it praise. And why? What happened with season 2? Just how did it become so bad? Cutting content, even having a PowerPoint ending, just slide, give me the next slide for the story, changing things all over the place. Why even do season 2? Just delay it, wait, just do something else, literally something else. Don't butcher an amazing series like this. Promise Neverland, just pretend there is not a season 2, just watch season 1, go read the manga, or if you're anime only, just say it's an open-ended end. Please stay away from season 2. Worst from this year. So here we are at the end of this amazing year of anime. So many great series, new ones, sequels, moments. It has been a year to say the least, especially with everything else happening in the world. But at least we got some escape with anime over here. But yeah, like I said multiple times, it has been quite hard to narrow down my list. So many good series. I'm happy with how everything turned out. I'm so excited for the next years of anime, especially 2022. That one, it's also looking, it's gonna be a heavy one with so many new series announced, and also Bleach is coming back. I can't wait for Bleach to come back. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys thought about the list. Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Let me know down in the comments below, especially if you're wanna hear about it. What was the series that I should have watched, or at least placed higher? And let me know your thoughts about everything so far. And do you agree with my worst series for this year? And how mad are you? I didn't really watch my one exception being Ranking of Kings. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure doing the videos. This one also, it's been amazing. I'm also trying to get a lot better at videos and content and expressing myself also. Thank you so much for clicking on the videos, and yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Happy holidays, be safe, have a good one, bye bye.